Hi friends and welcome to day 23 of Vlogmas 2025. Today is Tuesday. Yeah, today is Tuesday. I was working from home today, but it was a particularly manic day today. Just it's that kind of end of year, end of month stuff. Everything's all kind of crashing in together, but I survived. I've got a lot of stuff to do tonight. But before I got a start on that, I wanted to come on, open today's Advent with you. So number 23 is the Happy Nut. Yep, the Happy Nut. And on the back we've got nuts. We've got pistachios, was that like a little hazelnut, a little pine cone, little Christmassy bits and pieces. Yeah. Oh, and some star anise. Is that even star anise? I think it is. Let's open up and have a look. Oh, this is nice. Look at that. That's gorgeous. So it's this really, really nice pale mint green, but with sparkle all the way through it. Let's focus. I don't know how well, I mean, the sparkle looks like it's really, really popping, but it's actually like a holographic sparkle. A lot of the time it comes in either silver or gold, but this one is definitely, oh yeah, you can see the kind of rainbow. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. It feels like this is probably merino and sparkle, but although there is some flashes, some subtle colour variation, I don't know. Yeah, you can kind of see it there. So there could be a few different fibres, but it feels merino-y, but I've been wrong just about every day. So let's take a look in the book and see what's inside. So the Happy Nut comes from a kind of nickname in Chinese for pistachio nuts. And it's due to the way that the shell kind of splits open, it looks like a smiley face, which is quite cute. But the fibre content is 95% merino wool and 5% stellina. So I actually nailed it. First time ever, I nailed it. Right towards the end. But yeah, I think this is absolutely gorgeous. I did not know you could get holographic stellina. This is something I will be looking out for in the future. But yeah, this mint green is just one of my favourite colours ever. You may have noticed when I was weaving my towels that this 3D printed bobbin is kind of a minty green effect. It looks more blue on this, but yeah, you can kind of see that it's mint on the underside. But yeah, I'm super happy with this. Can't wait to spin something with this because this is just my favourite colours. So for the rest of the evening, I've got, as I mentioned, I've got a lot to do, but my number one priority is going to be getting the tea towels off of the loom and getting them washed so that they can dry overnight and ready to be sewn tomorrow, which is Christmas Eve, which is cutting things very, very close to like learn how to sew and then actually sew. Stress. But yeah, Christmas is in 2 days' time, so there is a lot of housework to be done. I have so much stuff that needs to be washed. Like, I've probably got 3 loads, like not just mine, it's like mine and my partner's clothes, but I've probably got 3 loads worth of clothes to wash, but there's bedding to be washed, there's towels to be washed. I should probably wash the cushion covers in the living room just because the dog likes to nest on them, and she loves to nest with the cream coloured ones the most, especially when she's been out for a walk and has muddy paws. But yeah, I'm hoping I can kind of get through a lot of this tonight quickly, just because I'm kind of at my limit of things that need to be done today. So yeah, I'll check in with you again later on. I knotted the warp threads after cutting off the loom just to keep them secure whilst running them through the washing machine. Today was a Tuesday, which is one of the days that my online knitting group meets. So I just spent the rest of the evening working on my crocheted northeasterly blanket and chatting with friends. Hi friends, and welcome to day 24 of Vlogmas 2025. Today is Christmas Eve. It's 3 o'clock in the afternoon and I've just logged out of work. So that's me, finished, yeehaw, yeehaw. So I thought I would celebrate with a gingerbread latte with some more ridiculously large marshmallows. And I have today's advent to open. But it's actually a 25-day advent calendar, so I'm going to open both of them. I didn't realise it was a 25-day advent calendar until like 3 days ago, because I had all of the open pouches kind of hanging around, and then there was, you know, just a few in the box, so I decided to take the unopened ones out and put the opened ones in, and then I realised, oh wait, there's there's a 25th one here. So I was thinking of opening that at the end of this video, but I have a hell of a lot to do today. So I'm going to open it just now. But let's start with number 24, which is Life in London. Someone thinks it's for her. Oh, and Life in London has a frothy coffee on the back of it, which I currently have beside me. Let's take a look. Oh, this is nice. And this is really, really soft. You gotta give it a sniff check, Juno? Gonna show everyone your nice collar? Right, up. Juno, look. Come. Okay. She wants it, but she doesn't want to come and get it. Yeah, it's these gorgeous, I mean, it is like frothy coffee colour. Really, really nice. Really, really happy with that. And it's very, very soft. I think it might have alpaca in it, or maybe some other form of camelid, perhaps. I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's just wool. It feels like and it doesn't really feel silky either. There's something different afoot. So I'm going to check the book and see what this is. So the inspiration for Life in London is actually a cocktail called Tom and Jerry. I've never heard of it. It's from the 19th century. It doesn't actually contain coffee, so that's probably not a picture of a frothy coffee on the back of it. But yeah, the fibre content is 40% mohair, 30% baby alpaca, 20% blue-faced Leicester wool, and 10% rose fibre. So I was right about the alpaca. Didn't think the mohair, but yeah, absolutely gorgeous. This is seriously, seriously soft. I wish you could feel it. And I'm going to open number 25 now, which is called Christmas Tinner. And on the back, we have a roast turkey. And like all the little bits and pieces from your Christmas table. So there is a lot that this could be, but I'm not going to make any guesses. Oh, okay. So this has got just about everything. It's got like this kind of nice silver all the way through it, but then you've got like reds, golds, greens. Yeah, all the colours are Christmas, I would say. This feels very, very soft yet again, but I suspect it does have some sort of silk in it. Just, I don't know if you can see, but there is a good amount of shine to that. But there are some other fibres that are shiny other than silk. So I'm going to have a look at the book and see what's inside. So the idea behind this was the kind of concept for a tinned Christmas dinner, whereby you would have all of the different components of a Christmas dinner layered in a can. I don't believe this has ever been available for purchase, thankfully. But yeah, I think that tells that story, doesn't it? Because you've got the, the silver of the can, and then you've got all the little bits and pieces from your Christmas dinner table sandwiched in between. So the fibre content is 50% Blueface Leicester wool and 50% Tussa silk. So yeah, I was right about the silk. This is really, really gorgeous, actually. When I first opened it, I thought that would go great with the candy cane colour that I had the other day, but I think I would keep this one separate, actually. I would let the candy cane be a candy cane and not kind of muddy it by mixing all the other bits and pieces in. But I'm really, really pleased with that. I have to say, the World of Wool fibre advent that I've had this year has been amazing. I've really, really enjoyed it. And I think it was really good value for money as well, because I think I paid £80 round about that anyway. And considering so each day is 50 grams of fibre, that is a substantial amount of fibre, and there is stuff you can do with 50 grams. And obviously I can amalgamate things and create bigger projects, but 50 grams in and of itself is a good amount of fibre. And so the combined weight of all of that fibre is 1.2 kilos, which, buying that much fibre for £80. If I was buying it wholesale, yeah. But yeah, just like to buy them individually, it would have cost a considerable amount more, I think. So yeah, I'm really, really pleased with that. I've really enjoyed it. I think there's not been any that I haven't liked. I think the only one that I didn't enjoy as much as others was the no comment, the candle salad. And I think I got from it what I was supposed to get from it. It's not that I don't enjoy it, it's funny and it's accurate to the horrors of that dish, but yeah, that's the only one that I'm like, what would I ever use this for? But I'm gonna crack on with the rest of my afternoon. I'm gonna finish my coffee. Oh, hang fire. My towels. I forgot to mention the towels. Obviously they're not quite towels yet, it's just some fabric, but I got them washed and dried, and I have to say they look even better after washing. I'm really, really pleased with the weave. They're not perfect, but they're handmade. I'm not expecting perfection from the first time I make something. But so I'm gonna drink my coffee, and then up next I'm gonna be ironing these towels and then learning how to sew. I have only a few hours in which I can learn how to sew, so let's hope it's really, really easy. I only need to do a zigzag stitch. It has to be fine. It just needs to be fine. I took Juno out for a walk with her little Christmas collar on, and then made a start on ironing the towels. So after learning how to thread the machine, which was a lot easier than I remembered, I practiced a couple stitches on some old clothing, just to get the hang of it and so that I know what I'm doing on my good fabric. I hem stitched the ends of the towels just to stop the weave from unravelling. I then needed to cut each end of the towels. This was pretty nerve-wracking for me. I folded each end of the towel down and then just done a straight stitch to create a hem. They're finished! I am so happy with these. I really can't explain how much of a mess I thought this was going to be. But yeah, these are functioning towels. The sewing went a lot better than I thought it would. I've sewn the hems, not perfectly, so I didn't yet. This one isn't the best example to show. This one, the hem was a little bit further away than it should have been. I started off well here. I started sewing at the bottom of the fold, but then this one I kind of ended up a bit too high, but it's fine. It's fine. It ended okay as well. But I've kind of conquered my phobia of sewing machines. They're not as scary as I thought they were. And I maybe feel a little bit confident in trying other projects that involve a sewing machine now, which is really exciting because I've got a lot of things that I would love to make, but they involve a sewing machine, and I've always just been like, well, let's not go down that route. But yeah, I really am. I'm so impressed with these. I'll include a bit of B-roll so that you can see the full pattern, but I'm going to get these, well, one of these wrapped up, ready to give to my mum tomorrow morning, and I'll be keeping one for myself. One of them is less attractive than the other. So my weaving on this hasn't been perfect. Yeah, the edges aren't super tidy, and one of them is worse than the other. I think this is the better one, but I'll be keeping the worse one and give my mum the nice one and just pretend that I'm really, really good at things. But yeah, I didn't think I was going to get this done. I really didn't. I was kind of just, just going through the motion, just like, yeah, it'll be fine, it'll be fine. And for once, it was. I'm very impressed with myself. So this is the end of Vlogmas 2025. If you've watched any of the videos, thank you so much. I didn't really think I would be able to last the whole month of filming, so I've impressed myself again. There's things I would have done differently, and if I do Vlogmas again next year, there's things I've learned that I maybe wouldn't repeat, or things I would change and tweak, but that was kind of the whole purpose of doing Vlogmas for me, was to try a different format of video and learn some new skills, and I definitely have, and I don't just mean sewing skills. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really do hope that you've enjoyed it. It's maybe not been the best, the most exciting Vlogmas series that's out there, but I feel quite confident in saying that I tried my best, and I'm happy with what I was able to produce throughout the month. I did enjoy filming Vlogmas. It made me a little bit more conscious of how I spend my time, because I kind of had this video series that I'm filming every day. It made me a bit more mindful of not wasting my time. I don't really know how else to explain it. Like, You know, when you've had a bad day at work, it's very easy to just come home and just sit on your phone and get stuck in a doom scrolling loop. But, you know, because I was coming home with a goal in mind of, okay, you know, tonight I'm going to film this, that, the next thing, you know, all of these different crafty pieces, I actually got a lot more making done than I would have otherwise. And I'm really, really grateful for that. Um, I definitely did enjoy making Vlogmas. But thanks again for watching my Vlogmas series. I hope if you're celebrating that you have a really, really lovely Christmas and a happy new year when it comes. And I shall see you in the next video. Goodbye.